Chaos gods are born from mortal belief. Rage gave us Khorne, despair gave us Nurgle, desire birthed Slaanesh. So here's the dangerous question. What happens when an entire chapter of Astartes pours every ounce of their being into one man, the Emperor? What if the Black Templars aren't just worshipping him? What if they're creating him, not as the broken husk on the golden throne, but as something far greater, a god of order? That's what we're digging into today. We'll look at the law that proves faith shapes gods, why the Templars' zeal is unlike anything else in the Imperium, and how their devotion might be fueling a god the galaxy has never seen before. And before we dive in, hit like and subscribe if you want more forbidden truths of the 41st millennium. It helps this crusade keep marching. Unlike other chapters of the Adeptus Astartes, the Black Templars don't just revere the Emperor, they worship him as a god. Their entire existence is one endless crusade in his name. No fortress monastery, no homeworld, only war. And their faith burns so fiercely that it sets them apart from every other space marine. In Aaron Dembski-Bowden's Hell's Reach, Chaplain Grimaldus is shown wielding faith itself as a weapon. His belief is so strong, it gives him the strength to stand against the impossible. This isn't discipline, it isn't duty, it's worship. And no other chapter of Space Marines dares to go this far. So if faith truly shapes gods, the Black Templars may be doing more than following the Emperor's will. They may be rewriting it. It took an entire civilization to create Slaanesh. Billions of Eldar, feeding their lust, their ambition, and their excess into the warp. For millennia, they drowned the galaxy in decadence. And when Slaanesh was born, the shockwave shattered the stars and almost ended the Eldar race. So here's the challenge. If it takes billions to create a chaos god, how could one legion of Astartes ever hope to do the same? On raw numbers alone, it doesn't make sense. But the Black Templars are different, because the Emperor is not an empty vessel. He's already the most powerful psyker in human history. And maybe the Templars aren't building a god from nothing. Maybe they're stoking a fire that already burns. And the billions of Imperial citizens praying across the galaxy, that's the fuel. The Templars are the spark. The Emperor didn't just resist the warp, he scarred it. In the Master of Mankind, he burned Nurgle's garden, a Chaos God's realm. That has never been done before. No mortal, no Primarch, no demon has ever left a wound like that. Only the Emperor, and for 10,000 years, he has sat upon the golden throne, constantly pouring his will into the breach of the webway. 10,000 years of unbroken contact with the warp. Even Malcador warned that the Emperor was drawing power from the belief of humanity, that his survival might already be closer to godhood than anyone dares to admit. So here's the dangerous thought. What if the warp has been reshaping him this whole time, not into a god of chaos, but into something new, a god of order? But the Black Templars aren't the only ones bound to the Emperor's will. The Grey Knights were created in secret and given the most sacred charge of all. Inside the Golden Throne lies a sealed order, the Terminus Decree. The Grey Knight's Codex tells us this: it can only be opened if the Emperor truly dies. No one knows what it contains, not even the Grey Knights themselves. But they are sworn to guard it until that day comes. So here's the contrast. The Black Templars fuel the Emperor with open faith. The Grey Knights serve him with silence and secrecy. Two very different legacies, both directly tied to his final fate. And if the Emperor is rising as something new, what happens when faith and secrecy finally collide? Maybe the Emperor doesn't rise because of machines. Maybe he doesn't rise because of relics. Maybe he rises because the Black Templars prayed him into existence. In the warp, faith creates gods. That is not in question. So here's the danger. If the Emperor is being shaped by the faith of mankind, and if the Black Templars are the sharpest point of that faith, then what kind of god will he become? The God of order humanity desperately needs? Or the God of fanaticism the Templars themselves demand? So what do you think? Are the Black Templars creating the God of order, or unleashing something far more dangerous? Let me know your take in the comments. And if you're ready for more forbidden truths of the 41st millennium, the next video is waiting right here.